Now we are recording. We're streaming and we're recording, and now I need to go spam every fucking channel. I have it copied and pasted in. Time to make the community fucking hate me. Wait, what? Welcomes and rolls. Why did it send me back all the way back here? What the fuck? There, an Oasis is shit. My Aurelia's. I would say I go through some drama shit, but I'm not going to because like I can't really speak on this drama even though I want to speak on it because I like the community. But like I have no idea if I can. Hello, welcome, viewers. Queer Talk, hi, how you doing? We're back. Welcome to that. I got a message from where? Oh, YouTube Jaden just uploaded. She just sent that out, and I've already seen it. Bitch, why did you just now post it? Damn it, Jaden. We love Jaden, though. We stab Jaden. What? Jaden is your princess.
Repost.
She posted about her new YouTube video that has been out for like 2-3 hours. And I'm just sitting here just like, you just now post that on Discord, honey. Like, come on. But it's Jaden. We love her. We stan Jaden. Jaden's great. But it's perfectly fine. I'm really sad my flag and crap didn't come in. I'm still waiting on it. So today's episode, I don't know if my headset's just DC'd. Hold up, I'm trying to fix it and get them out from under my chair. So today's episode is going to be a random episode. I probably put no freaking tags underneath. Let me make sure I did. Yeah, no, I have no stream tags. Nice to know that it gets rid of my crap every dang time. So for this stream, it's just literally LGBTQIA+. Please put me out there to the geek community. To my type of people. Wait, can I...
Ready.
Wait, do I have a freaking... Oh wait, I need to swap something real quick. I need to turn off audio output and then put on the desktop audio. Try talking. I can't tell if it's picking you up, Polly.
Hello?
Oh, there we go, it is. The desktop audio is usually buggy sometimes, that's why I use other crap. Oh, wait, it did it! Wait, they fixed it. Okay, I don't need to post that then. Hello. I didn't know if Me6 had its shit together, but it did. Hey. So, like, I'll delete that post then, because Me6 has its shit together. Nice. Please tell me you got the announcement, too. I was concerned. I happened to see I got a Discord notification that I'm looking and I'm like, what? I'm sorry, guys. My own bots are scaring me in chat. And, my server. Which, if you guys ever want to talk to me, you know, we're there. We there. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me because, like, I'm not on my socials as much as I probably should be. But do we care? No. I'm just posting real quick. So we're gonna save this bitch. And then we're gonna post this on like mine and our story. Jason, why is it always you the first one here? And why is that like a new thing. Did you like rebrand your Twitch? I know it's you, Dingbat. I know it's you. I was about to say, did you freaking change your name? This is a random episode, so give us a topic. This is where we're going to take suggestions in from chat, because we've changed the way this podcast has been done. You're going to hate me, but you know if you want me to fix all this that you're saying, you get to help me with that, because my mental state is not the best. Then again, my mental state is never good, but... Can I just post that to my story? By the way, I just realized something, and I still haven't done it. I don't follow you on Instagram, Jason. I don't follow your new account. Speaking of which, because Pride's almost over. Wait, I got it. What? What? Notification? Where? Who? What? When? Where? Why? How? Because I know it ain't no dang text message. Oh, wait. Can we have a heart attack here, Polly? You ready for a heart attack?
Mhm.
Guess who finally got back on Insta and followed my art account? Tyler.
Oh.
Like, I literally woke up just this morning because, like, I had requested to follow him a few weeks ago on the art account, and he hasn't answered. And then I woke up this morning, so freaking, Tyler LaBeouf is now following you. And I'm like, bitch. I'm just sitting here just like, you're a bitch. So since it's Pride, I need to go get a picture of a gay bitch. Which one do I post? I have two of these. I have so many LGBTQ bitches to, like, post. For the last day... Nah. Jason, do you have a topic we can talk about? By the way, if you want to talk to us, we're in general. Actually, I don't want to post that one. I don't know what to post today on my Instagram. I'm literally just dealing on Insta. I need a topic. I have no topic. And this bread is just gonna sit here and not give us a topic. Polly, you got a topic?
There's a lot of choices.
I know. It's a problem. I don't know which... You know what? Forget it. It's the egg. I'm posting the egg. We're gonna do a basic. Okay, let's talk and I'm gonna hate myself for this, and I've covered this on many different podcast episodes. Let's talk about the shit going on in the world. Because, you know, a lot of people constantly are like, you need to speak out and use your platform, and you constantly have to do it. And it's like, why I get that's true, and because the more you talk about it, the more, you know, people will actually start to fucking go and educate themselves and stop being stupid. I also see that it's like, you know, if you're gonna force that on somebody and force it to be their content for the longest until shit actually starts changing, then they're gonna get unhappy and then just stop making content in general. Because they feel like if they don't say something or constantly say something, then that's all their content is. And then it's like, you know, it kind of ruins the point. So, my thoughts and everything.
We could talk about the all these things. I mean, like we're gonna change this voice actor for this character.
Honey, don't get me started on that, because the first thing I'm going to come at is that fucking Transformers series. It's not Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime, bitch! It triggers me. It triggers me that it's not Peter Cullen. He has been the voice of Optimus Prime for years, and these motherfuckers are like, we're gonna make a Netflix Transformers series, but not cast Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime or Ironhide. And I'm just like, bitch, I don't want it. Like, that man is alive, healthy, and can do the fucking voice. But you bitches are like, nah. I got off topic for a second, but you know it's fine.
No, you said shit going on in the world, and I was thinking about, like, all these corporations. Like,
Oh, God. Yeah, let's talk about that, what me and Gavin were talking about last night. You know, fucking these corporations, like, just... It's something I wanted to talk about, and I'm sorry that I didn't talk about this in earlier Pride podcast, because I've been trying to stream all of Pride Month, but, you know, I've had to give myself some breaks. Because, one, I haven't had a topic for this crap, and I'm sorry about that. And also because of the fact that, let me just share that. That's a short caption. I don't do that. Sorry. But there's also the fact that, like, a lot of shit has been going on, so the podcasts have been spread out a bit, because, you know, I'm getting ready to move and everything else, so the podcast will actually go on hold soon until I can get everything set up in my new place and whatnot. But, I fucking hate, and I'm agreeing with Gavin from last night, I fucking hate these corporations that just change their icon. Like, some of them change it because they actually do support the community, the LGBTQIA+ community. But then you've got those bitches who are only doing that to make money, and I'm just sitting here just like, get the fuck out. Get out. Bye. Leave. You're not an ally. You don't give a shit. Goodbye.
it's always been like that.
And it's stupid. Also, if I'm not mistaken, today's the, like, I think it was today or yesterday, but the anniversary of Stonewall. I don't fucking remember. Let me check.
Is that why June is Pride Month?
Yeah. Because Stonewall was like a gay, like a, hold up, I'm looking up Stonewall so I can see. The Stonewall riots, also referred to as the Stonewall Uprising or Stonewall Rebellion, were a series of spontaneous, violent demonstrations by members of the gay community in response to a police raid that began in the early morning hours of June 28th. Okay, so it was yesterday. 1969 at the Stonewall Inn in the Greenwich Village. So in other words, it was like a gay bar, I guess, and literally police were trying to riot the place, and there were riots because of it. Yeah. Oh, it's... Good thing you don't live in New York City, bitch. Because it literally says, to finish it off, in the Greenwich Village neighborhood of Manhattan, New York City. And I find that kind of funny.
That's when it happened, right?
In 1969. Which I find it funny that the fucking thing was made in, you know.
69.
Yeah. So I'm just educating myself because I actually never looked up the Stonewall riots. Okay, it is a bar. It was a bar, so yeah. Pretty much police riots at the fucking, shit. I wanted to talk about Stonewall, too, because of the fact that it was, this is technically the week for it. This is the week for the riots, because the riots went on from June 28th to July 3rd. So this is the week of the riots, and I kind of wanted to cover it. That was an idea in the back of my head. I've never talked about Stonewall because I've never educated myself on it. While still, you know, technically being part of the community for a good while being a closeted bitch. Before pretty much saying I was ace and everything else, and you know, check my socials for the other shit. Because I'm not going to get into myself, but I feel that, like, I feel like that it's, like, taken over. Like, these fucking places are just using it. Especially this week alone, they're gonna really be out there, these corporations are really gonna be out there like, we support Pride, we support the community, shit like that, because this is the week that really matters most to us. Because this is the week the riots happened and shit like that. And it's, like, really sad to see, because, like, there's some of them that actually do support, but then you got those who are just like, oh, we just want more money, so we're gonna say we support the LGBT community, especially during the last week of June, because that's when the riots went off. And it's like, no, bitch, that's not okay. I don't want to read the whole Wikipedia on the shit because, like, a lot of people were apparently killed in that, and I don't think I can fully go into detail about it because I don't know Twitch's TOS, and I know nothing bad will happen unless somebody reports me, but I don't want to take my chances. You can look up Stonewall yourselves, people. I'm sorry to be that person, but again, I just don't know Twitch's TOS that well. Like, I've read it, I've gone through it, but it's also like, I don't know if I'm allowed to continue that and talk about the people who passed away because of it. Because it's a very, very risky thing sometimes.
YouTube demonetizing everybody.
Huh?
YouTube demonetizes everything, even though this is like necessary.
I know, and it's kind of rude. Like, I feel like Twitch is one of those companies, low key, that look up and I don't know. Twitch, in my opinion, by the looks of things recently, with the way shit's gone with the change in TOS and things, and I understand the most recent issue is because of the DMCA and the pretty much like the banment of using copyrighted songs. Like, you're getting banned for that shit if they're in your clips. Is fucking stupid. But I also feel like that in a way they kinda have certain things you can't talk about in the LGBT community. So like the Stonewall riots and shit, you're not really allowed to bring up that shit. And things like that because, like, it's talking about death, murder, shit like that, shit you're not supposed to really say as a Twitch streamer.
Even YouTube is like that because Blair White was like talking about Jeffree Star or somebody like that,
Mm-hmm.
and she had to like censor rape, so she like bleeped it out, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's not bad work, it's a crime, and we have to like, accept it.
Yeah, it's really stupid. And I felt like I was saying, Twitch is like one of those companies where it's like, yeah, they do support the LGBT community and shit, but it's like, because each year they do something special for Pride, but it's also like, like this year, if you were to spend money, like over $30 for like subs, emotes, bits, things like that, you get you get Pride emotes for it, and it's like, what's the point though? Like, yeah, they're permanent emotes you can use, but it's like, what's the point though? Like, in a way, that's just you trying to get money. Especially when all their Pride crap is kind of the same. Because, like, if you look at the Twitch emotes, there's not really that much that, like, symbolize all the LGBTQ groups. Like, I know Pan's on there, I know Gay is, and I think they have bi, and they have, like, a demisexual flag, or an ace flag. And I think that's about it, really. Everything else is more, like, towards the gay community, straight up rainbow and shit like that.
Flag ignored once again for the millionth time.
I don't know if they have the lesbian flag. I haven't looked at their Pride emotes in a while, but I just, like, remember a few of them.
It's a running joke. They always forget that flag.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad, because, like, if you're really Pride inclusive, then why not... Like, if you look at the emotes, like, I got an email for it talking about the emotes and shit, and I went and looked at what the emotes were. Most of them is just catered to gay, because it's the rainbow. It's just literally limited to, like, rainbow shit.
That I kind of understand, because the guy who created the rainbow flag meant it to include everybody. He didn't say it was specifically for gay men.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
At the same time, it kind of evolved. Yeah.
But with the way everything's progressed so far, we have different flags for different sexualities now. We have, the lesbian flag, shit like that. So it's like, you kind of need to be all inclusive. Just because it's rainbow doesn't mean it's always gay and includes every LGBTQ group. Like, yeah, the rainbow flag is considered the LGBTQ flag, but it's like, you gotta think, nowadays we've progressed to where it's not really the LGBT community anymore, it's not like the LGBTQIA plus community. So it's like, it's not really all-inclusive anymore. Henceforth, why they changed the LGBTQ flag to include, like, a brown and black line on it to be the LGBTQIA plus flag. The fact that I said flag, like, 17 times in that one sentence, holy crap. I'm sorry. Like, these are things that, go on in my head. Um, but it's really weird. Like, Stonewall. But it's like really weird that you can't talk about a lot of things. I really feel like it's difficult to talk about a lot of things. Yeah, and that's why, this is why somebody literally, it's like people Oscar asked, because I still have the Google search up for Stonewall, and it says, why is Pride Month in June? LGBT Pride Month occurs in the United States to commemorate the Stonewall riots, which occurred at the end of June. So because of the riots is why it's in June. Oh my god, while we're on the topic of pride and shit like that, if I hear one more person fucking say, why don't we get straight pride, I swear to god, almost every gay person has covered this topic, and we've all said the same shit. You bitches don't deserve it because you haven't died for your sexuality.
You guys do have straight for pride. The Bachelor.
Go take it, Polly! No, but like nobody, no, you have never heard of a straight man dying for their sexuality. Never. If a straight person dies, it's because they did something else wrong. It's never for their sexuality. And it's stupid because it's just like, why? It's just like, why? It's not okay. But it's really like stupid. Wow, okay, that I didn't know. There are 46 terms that describe sexual attraction, behavior, and orientation. Nice to know. It's nice to know. Um. Oh, damn, honey, I can't read this out loud because I guarantee this won't get taken down on anything I posted on. But there appear. I'm just gonna read most of this. There's a certain part I can't read. In October 2018, resident Glenn Bishop put up a straight pride flag, which was taken down a short while later by LGBTQ people. Hoisting the straight flag was likened to, can't say that because I guarantee it'll be taken down, by local Margaret Clark. The flag drew further protest. So there was a straight pride flag, but it immediately got removed.
Probably ugly as shit too. You know, them straights can't.
If you look up in the, if you literally type on Google, "Is there a flag for straight pride?" you'll see what I couldn't say. Because
Can I have a picture?
I can't do screenshots.
I'm afraid to look it up. I'll go incognito mode.
I physically can't say this because I guarantee it'll be taken down. Knowing how people are this sensitive about this event, because it's a terrible time in our history, if I say it, this channel is being banned permanently.
I'm afraid to look. Oh, is it the first thing?
Huh? Which part? Text it to me.
Hold on. I'm actually getting a bunch of different ones.
No, I'll text it to you.
Yeah, please do.
Let me find it and copy and paste it.
I'm like getting a whole bunch of.
There's the exact sentence. Sorry, chat. I just can't say this on stream because I guarantee this stream will be shut down immediately.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see the exact picture, but I'm because I'm in images right now because I thought it was a picture, not the sentence.
No, it was a sentence. That's why I couldn't say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
God, it's on Amazon. You could buy it.
Oh God, no.
Straight pride flag for a proud heterosexual person. I'm gonna start wearing this randomly in the public.
Oh my God.
Why does it look like a prison shirt?
Oh my God.
So being straight is like being in jail.
Damn.
I mean, that's a self-drag.
So I got distracted from saying things earlier about like what's shit happening in the world. I just hope, literally, I'm just gonna say this again. I really hope everything's ends in November. I don't really care who wins president. I really don't. As long as you don't fuck with my life or do things that'll fuck with my life, we good. We'll have no issues. Because if you do, then we gonna have some problems. And I'm gonna try and get your ass out of the fucking White House as quickly as I can. But it's just the fact that people are being forced to like talk about this shit is really stupid. Like, you shouldn't force people to talk about a subject if they don't want to talk about it. Like, I don't want to bring this up, and I don't have the right to.
I feel like you really should. Like, if nobody's talking, then yeah.
Then
But
yeah,
like,
you
if
should
there's
say
enough
something.
people talking, like sometimes that does the job. Like, let me give an example.
And
Like,
like
if there's like a
said,
fundraiser,
yeah,
everybody must donate ever. But like, if it reached its end, if it like finished, I don't know what the term is. Sorry. Then you don't have to donate. And it's like if you have to, like if it's like, oh well, there's $5 left, let me put in $5. Then yes, take your responsibility. But like sometimes enough people are talking.
exactly. And it's like I said, like for content creators, they're forced to constantly like, if they're not making videos constantly on the subject, then people start bashing them and everything else and trying to ruin their careers. But it's like then if they constantly just make that content, then it's like they get trapped in that bubble where that's the content they have to make to constantly talk about the shit that's going on in the world, and then it's like they want to quit making content in general because they feel
Also,
trapped.
I hate when people like jump to conclusion, be like, if they're not talking, that means they're on the other side.
They're bad people. Like, what?
Sometimes it's not the case. Like Taylor Swift didn't talk about like politics, so people were like, "Oh, it's because she's a Republican," but like that wasn't the case. Now she's talking about, more open about it.
Exactly, and that's the thing with like Madison Beer. Madison got blamed for apparently saying something insensitive, and then she was like forced to apologize for it and crap like that. And I'm just like I don't know what she said. I didn't read it. I just saw something that said I like read her apology and some crap, and it was like, okay, the girl didn't understand it. She wasn't. She's not like everyone else in the world who you guys are forced to educate themselves on this. Like, like if they actually don't care, or like they're choosing to not say anything, they're not using their platforms for it. You do not have the right to force somebody to do something about it.
Exactly. And here's the thing, especially with celebrities, like but no, I better start playing soon.
I'm sorry about that, chat. But it's like stupid. So like you can't really, you're not. I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna be the worst analogy I could probably make, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for this if people actually gave a shit to respond to this with what I'm about to say. Fucking forcing somebody to educate themselves on something they choose not to talk about is, in my perspective, almost the same as saying like I said, I'm about to get hate for this. It's almost like a cop saying where, well, I wear the badge so I get to decide who lives or dies. No, you don't. Do you have a certificate that says you're God? No? Then shut the fuck up. And do your job correctly.
I'm not, like, saying things offensive. Like, yeah. Like, here's the thing. People assume they know as much. Like, not celebrities especially. Like, you can't assume that, especially celebrities, that everybody is extremely online and that they read every social justice post. Why this is bad, don't say this. Like, not everybody read that. Like,
yeah, not everybody's on social media 24/7. Like, people have lives to live. Like, everyone's dealing with the corona outbreak and shit like that. So it's like not everyone's gonna stay on social media 24/7.
Yeah.
Because like everyone's taking the time, the corona time, the quarantine time,
like,
to spend time with family and shit like that. Not be on social media 24/7. They do that enough, living their daily life. Like,
it's really like Twitter and Tumblr. Like, when you're in an environment where like those that are very like, you know, extremely online and political, like you just assume everybody is like that once you leave. You see, you know, but it's like really not the case.
Exactly, and like I said, like. And I'm gonna use Madison here again, but it's like Madison says in one of her songs in Dear Society, 21 since 17, thanks to all the magazines. Like, because, and especially celebrities, they, no matter how old you are, if you're a fucking celebrity, it's like you're forced to be a grown up and talk about these subjects and shit like that. All because, you know, if you don't, then the public and the paparazzi are making shit up about you and everything else. So it's like you're constantly forced to be on social media 24/7, even though you could really care less about half the shit going on. And it's like really fucking stupid. Because it's like, especially during quarantine, like this is the time everyone's bitching because it's like corona and quarantine time. So it's like, everyone's like, well, you have no excuse to not educate yourself on this crap because it's quarantine. It's not like you got anything else better to do. Honey, what? Bitch, what? The fuck? Like, yeah.
A lot of people are still working.
Exactly. There are essential workers, so they don't have time to educate themselves because, you know, they're doing their damn jobs. Second of all, a lot of people who don't get the time to spend with their families are taking this time to do so. So, yeah, they do have better things to do than sit here and read about what's going on in the world. Why? Because they don't want to get involved. A lot of people, you have to understand, a lot of people are scared that if they get involved, something bad's going to happen to them. Because, you know, they have this, like, mindset, and I've heard this before from somebody, where, like, if they get involved in something, then, you know, they're seen as an accomplice. So it's just, like, you know, if they get involved in, like, and I heard somebody say this the other day while I was in Walmart, it was fucking stupid. Somebody said, I won't get involved. Somebody had asked this person why they didn't speak up, like it was a friend of his, I guess, of why they don't get involved in the, like, the protest and shit like that. And he's like, well, I don't want to get involved because, you know, then I'll be seen as, like, the others and get shot and crap like that, and I just don't feel like dealing with the cops and crap. And I'm like, the fuck? The fuck? Like, it was really stupid. Like, yeah, like, that's the mindset people have. Like, they feel like if they join in on the protest and shit, that they're accomplices and allowed to be harmed because of it. So, like, when cops tear gas the protesters or start shooting the rubber bullets and crap like that, they get hurt too, and it's like they don't want to deal with all that shit, so they're just like, I'm gonna stay quiet and not do anything. Which, I'm sorry to say, that's my way. I don't want to, you know, deal with that, because even if they hit you with rubber bullets, I have seen people supposedly hit by the rubber bullets, and those bitches come out bloody.
because they're using them wrong. You're supposed to hit them at the floor and they ricochet.
Yeah. Well, because like there was one guy I saw who was out doing a protest and got hit by rubber bullets, and he was in the hospital because of it, because they hit him in the head.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm like, that's not okay. That whoever shot that deserves to lose their job. And if cops are so hell-bent on using the death penalty on certain things, then why can't we as protesters be hell-bent on you losing your jobs and getting the death penalty for taking someone's life for no reason? Like, why can't we use that in a court trial? Like, because there are, like, ex-police officers who, like, may not be working that court case. I've seen this somewhere online. There was a court case, a cop was supposedly in. He was on jury duty. And supposedly when they went back to, like, you know, make the judgment on the person getting arrested and crap, he literally looked up and said, I think this guy deserves the death penalty. And I'm like, huh? I can't remember what the crime was, but I think it was something that, you know, the death penalty wasn't even allowed for. And this fucking cop goes, well, I think he deserves the death penalty. What? Like, what? Like, I think this might, I think it was like a stealing case. Like, this guy robbed a store or some crap. And the cop said he deserved the death penalty. And I'm like, for something that basic, what? Like, you gonna take a man's life just because he robbed, like, Walmart or something? What?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I swear cops sometimes are just so hell-bent on using the fucking death penalty. Like, certain people, it's like, oh, well, he's a criminal. Who's to say he's not gonna purge him? Exactly. Because it's just like, people have this mindset where it's like, if you're seen as a criminal, you know, in that time in prison, you're supposed to, like, reflect on yourself and change and shit like that. So people have that mindset where it's like, who's to say they're gonna change in prison? They could just come out and do the same shit again. So you might as well just take their life, because then they can't do it anymore and hurt people. And I'm like, where's your certificate that says you're Jesus? Yes! Why everybody gotta bug me? But it's fucking stupid, this bullshit in the world. I really do hate it.
You know? It's like once they have, like, the power of, like, arresting people, it, like, goes to their head.
It really does, and it's so fucking stupid. I'm just sitting here just like, why? Who in their right mind gives you that power? Like, it's kinda fucking stupid. And a lot of people, it's just like, I don't know, things that are seen as symbols are just so, like, stupid in a way, because it's like, those that are seen as, certain things that are seen as symbol, like a police badge thing, people think it gives them the ability to do some stupid shit, and I'm like, no. Like I said with the police badge, cops are like, well, I wear the badge, so I get to do whatever I please. And I'm like, you really don't. Like, especially the amount of cops I've seen run red lights without having their lights on. And then it's like, you know, I guarantee if you were to talk to them about that and chew them out for it, they'll go, well, I'm a cop, I can do it. Bitch, did you have your lights on? Were you going to a crime scene? No? Then you don't get to. Like, what? Because that's the thing, technically cops cannot run red lights unless they have their lights on. And it's like a die-hard emergency. But, you know, the world's fucking stupid, and I say humanity ruins it. But that's my opinion. We as people, because we get... This is where it's... I'm sorry, humanity to me just sucks. It really does. I'm not saying eliminate it or whatever, but, like, we just suck. We really do. Because it's like, you know, because it's funny, when you hear about issues in the world, you don't hear it, and this is just my reasoning. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying exterminate all humans, but you know, there's theories we're in a simulation anyway, none of this is real, so what does it matter? But it's like, when you hear about issues in the world, how often do you hear it be about, like, animals or plants coming to life and hurting people or things like that? You don't. It's rare. Like, we had, like, what, one incident about killer hornets? And then they were never heard of again?
Apparently, there's human-sized bats in the Philippines.
Yeah, like, stuff like that. But it's like, you know, but it's like, how often do you hear about, like, animals going on the loose and causing problems? You hear more things about humanity being trashed than you do animals ruining anything. But, like, that's just my opinion on this. Like, in a way, humanity fucking sucks. And, like, people need to, and I'm sorry to say, people need to get out of this damn mindset that they can achieve world peace and everything else. That's not, I'm not saying world peace can't happen, but I'm also not saying that it can happen. Because, you know, we as humans get the right to choose on how we want to be. And some of us are just complete assholes in general. So it's like when you have those people that are just assholes, you really can't achieve world peace. Because, you know, while everyone else is being friendly and shit, you have those people that are just assholes going to ruin everyone's day and probably commit murder crimes and things like that. So it's like, you know, world peace never can really be achieved if you think about it. And it's so stupid that people in that mindset, like, we can do it, and I'm sitting here just like, yeah, we can. But we also can't at the same time. Like, you gotta be able to see both sides of the story. Because, like I said, in order to achieve world peace, literally the world would have to not have assholes in it. Like, everyone would have to be a good person, and I'm just sitting here just like, that's not what was intended of the human race. Oh my god, did you hear that they want to make DC its own state?
Washington, D.C.?
Mm-hmm.
I did not hear that.
Washington, or the fucking House of Representatives, or the Senate, I can't remember exactly which one, fucking has started something that to make Washington, D.C. its own state. And I'm sitting here just like, why? Why do we need a 51st state? Because do you know how pissed people are gonna be when they have to remove and redo the fucking United States flag? They gonna have to go through that top little corner that barely has any room now for fucking 50 stars and add another one. And that's gonna piss a lot of people off. I don't know how to really go about that per se. I really don't. Because it's weird when you think about it. It really is just a weird thing to think about, having 51 states. Because I'm just sitting here just like, why? Why do we need it? Can you tell me what benefits you'd get? Like, I'm really confused. What benefits would you actually get from making Washington, D.C. its own state? Like, I don't know the state benefits of what it would actually get, but I just don't see anything that would benefit it. Besides the fact that, it would get, I forgot what was said. It would be like some of them getting out of a lot of shit. Getting out of some things, but it's like I don't remember what. Video game news, fucking Cyberpunk is coming out, or is pushed back. The game was supposed to release in September, at least a lot of people may be updated on, but it's not to come out until November now, which is depression, because I've been waiting for the game to come out. Because it seems so fucking great, Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I'm ready for the game to come out.
I'm excited for Pokemon Snap.
For which one?
Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Unite. I told you about Unite, right?
No.
It's a Pokemon MOBA. It's awesome.
Yeah, but my thoughts on Penguins in the World is, it's not that I don't care, it's just like I don't feel like talking about it as much, even though I constantly talk about it and bring it up. But like I said, I just hope everything ends in November. Like, that's all I'm hoping. Like, once we get a new president, I'm hoping shit gets changed.
Wake me up when this year is over.
Exactly. Like, everyone's like, 2020 is gonna be the best year because it's 2020, it's a whole new decade. And I'm sitting here just like, yep, great start to the new decade. Because that's all you heard in 2019. 2020 is gonna be the best, the 2020s are gonna be the best decade ever. And I'm sitting here just like, yep, great start. Great fucking start.
Like, for the next 10 years, I'm like actually gonna kill myself probably.
Watch it!
Oh shit, sorry. I'm not. I would. But like,
you have no saving yourself from that.
I just
There's
say
really.
that a lot. I just say that a lot. I don't actually mean it.
The way you just said that, I'm like, bitch.
I mean, I knew.
I mean, honestly, same though, because like this year is shitty, and some people are saying like this shit isn't gonna end anytime soon. Like, if that's the case, then bitch, we're fucked. But I don't know exactly. Like, this world could change before then. And maybe we'd actually be able to.
I mean, hopefully this year will like teach people to like
not be fucking stupid.
Yeah, and not put up with like the government shit.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
The economy, in my opinion, has definitely dropped ever since the shit started. Because it's like with only essential workers being active right now, because a lot of places are starting to close down again, because there's supposedly more cases of COVID. It's just like, for fuck's sakes.
Why people have to be so selfish? Just stay inside. You're making things worse.
No, it's not even that. Because, like, I'm gonna get hate for this, but COVID doesn't exist. Boo-boo. Like I've been saying, it's like a mutated flu. That's all it is. It's practically just a fucking flu, damn near. And besides, if you look at it, literally, if you go on your phone, there's supposed to be like a setting where it gives you a fucking COVID tracker. Maybe the goddamn COVID track. Yeah, like on mine. I have a COVID-19 exposure notifications. In other words, what it's supposed to do is tell you who around you has been in contact with the damn disease. And it's like they're all set to off. Everyone's is set to off automatically. And it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, this is what the app can do. The app can notify you if you've been near someone who reported having COVID-19. The data, duration, and signal strength associated with that exposure will be shared with the app. Your phone uses Bluetooth to securely collect and share random IDs with other phones that are nearby. Random IDs are automatically deleted after 2 weeks. If you have COVID-19, you can choose to share your phone's random IDs with the app so it can notify others anonymously. Device location needs to be on to detect Bluetooth devices near you. However, COVID-19 exposure notifications don't use device location. And I'm just sitting here just like, what the fuck?
Sorry, my thing crashed for literally no reason.
I find it fucking stupid that they decided to go make a whole ass app for no reason for something that doesn't exist. And like, if you're gonna make a whole ass app to it, why are they all set to off? Why don't you like? Nobody said that everyone has to download the app so that way they can be protected. Nobody's mentioned this. Like, certain people literally have just gone through their fucking phones, found the setting, and then have made videos and talked about it. Like, that's it. That's how people found out about it. Other than that, nobody has said shit about it. And I'm just like, if it was that big of a fucking deal, if COVID was that big of an issue, then something would have been said about the app a long time ago. Because it's stupid. Like, don't you think? Or at least I think it is. That's me, though.
What's the app do?
Huh?
Like, I like cut at it. What did you say the app does?
The app is pretty much just supposed to it'll like send a random ID anonymously as long as you have your Bluetooth on, and it will pretty much tell you if anyone around you has COVID. And then like if you have it, if you report it having it, then it'll notify other people around you that you have COVID and shit like that. And I'm just like, if it's that big of an issue, why weren't we forced to get the app? Like, why was nobody told about the setting in the first place?
I know there's like a ring that does something like that. Like beeps whenever you're not 6 feet apart or something.
Like, it's so stupid. I really don't think the disease is real, and I think people are just being fucking stupid about it.
I think it still is a problem because I do hear people dying of it, but
like I said, to me, I just think it's a glorified fucking version of the flu. Which is practically what it is, but... But it's like, yeah, I can hear, like, I hear people dying of it and shit, but I'm just sitting here just like, if it's that big of an issue, then, you know, why don't you inform us of all this other shit that supposedly exists to tell us, hey, somebody like 5 miles from you has the fucking disease, has the damn thing. Like I said, people literally only found out about the fucking app and shit by going through their phone settings and randomly finding it, and then they started making comments about it. Other than that, no one knew it fucking existed. Like, what?
I don't know.
And also, I love, and I'm connecting some dots here, because I love how this shit supposedly started in the Philippines with a man eating a bat. A doctor found out and reported it. The doctors who reported it first finding out about it supposedly dies not long after. Randomly, mysteriously dies after reporting about the damn disease. And then somehow it made its way overseas that quickly. Like, doesn't that just sound like something Trump would say, considering how fucking racist he is? Which would then improve his point of, this is why we need to kick out all immigrants. Because they bring over fucking diseases.
Yeah.
Like, that just further proves Trump's point. Because, like, honestly, it makes no sense to me. Like, yeah, I can understand that, like, it spread throughout those countries and then they, like, traveled over here and shit like that. But I also don't get the fact that, it spread supposedly that quickly. Whereas, because technically, if you look at a map, let me pull up a map here on my thing. Let me pull up a map of the world. Map of the world, please. Thank you. I need a basic bitch map. Where are the fucking Philippines? Let me look at this. I need to zoom in here. Can I, like, zoom in on this? Thank you. Where are the Philippines on here? I can't see half of this. This is like trying to buy a map. I don't need that. I just need a basic bitch map of the world that I can view, please. So let's see. It started where? The Philippines? Philippine Sea. Okay, so this is where I need to be. Somewhere over here. So let's see. We have Taiwan and... Okay, the Philippines. Right here, please. So supposedly it started all the way over here in the fucking Philippines. And then it went straight into, like, China and shit like that. But literally within a week, supposedly there were reports of it also in Russia and shit like that. In a week's time frame. What? How the fuck you go from the Philippines to Russia in a week? Like, something just doesn't add up to me. Like, yeah, I can understand disease can travel quickly and shit like that. But, like, within, like, a week, it's already in Russia. Whereas, the European countries, like the EU, or the UK, I don't know why I'm saying EU. Fucking the UK wasn't touched for the longest. Like, it doesn't make sense, because apparently it hot. Literally, the UK didn't shut down for the fucking longest. Everywhere else was shut down, but the UK. It literally went, from what I heard, I don't remember exactly the pattern, but it was, like, supposedly started in the Philippines, and in China, in that area. Then, supposedly it went to, like, Russia, from what I heard. Moved down to the other crap, and then somehow hit us, and yet the UK's still active. Whereas the UK is closer to the point of where it started. So how the fuck it do a full fucking circle and miss the damn UK and come to us before it hits there? When people who were detected with the damn disease were told not to travel overseas. And they couldn't. Because I know in some of these countries, fucking police and shit were sent there to make sure nobody with the damn disease was allowed to board planes, ships, or anything. So, like, please explain to me how the fuck that happened.
Well, we know it could be a conspiracy theory to make the environment go back to normal.
Exactly. Like, you have no proof it actually exists.
People are dying of it. I do hear it and like see like a lot of people like being infected, but
like I said, how can you tell that it's actually COVID and not just the flu? Because they say so many similarities, and we are kind of in that season of flu season, where flu season is practically 24/7 in a way. But who's to say that doctors are just calling everything COVID at this point?
I don't know.
Because my thing is, the reason I say it's the flu, it just shares so many similarities. They share so many similarities of fucking symptoms, and it's like, how are you saying I have COVID when in reality it's probably just the actual fucking flu?
Well, there's kind of different variations of flu, like swine flu.
Exactly, but it's like, how are you? But who's to say that it's actually just you know, you have COVID and you don't have just like swine flu or another version of the fucking flu. Like, you could literally be misdiagnosing people. I don't know, that's just my opinion on it. Like, some things just don't add up to me. I really don't think it exists. And it's like that group Anonymous says, like, it really doesn't, because Trump made the comment not long after that, you know, Trump supposedly made the comment not long after this shit started and we got our first cases over here, is like, he supposedly said, like, this is why we need to kick out all immigrants, because they do nothing but bring diseases and shit from being stupid and shit like that, and eating bats and crap like that, and being just completely racist. Which, I can understand how people saw that as being racist, because if that were the case, then why is it none of our bats that we have in zoos and shit contaminated with that? How do you know they're not? Because see, supposedly this whole thing started with a man eating a bat. Okay, well, if that's the case, and a bat is carrying that, and we kind of have some of those same bats that are in China and the Philippines and shit over here in our zoos, then why aren't they being tracked? Why weren't they being tracked? Period. Because I've never heard of, like, zoos having to check their bats and shit like that.
I'm not a scientist, so I wouldn't fucking know, but, like, I guess the bats, like, compounds, I guess, didn't mesh well with the human after he got eaten it. Not so much as the bat was carrying something, but, like, it went to the human, now it became transmittal to things. It kind of reminds me of, like, how AIDS became a thing because some dude had sex with a monkey, apparently, and then it spread.
Yeah, that was the fucking thing. But honestly, a lot of people believe AIDS just spread within the gay community. Like, two guys had sex, and it was like, oh, homosexuals carry AIDS.
That was a scapegoat. AIDS existed before. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I know, and that's really fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry to say, I can't trust the government, like things said from the government when it comes to diseases and shit like that. Because, like I said, it's almost like, and there's supposedly been a major, like, fucking catastrophe almost every election year. Where it's like, one year we had Ebola as a major situation, this year we have COVID. There was another one where we had, like, the plague or some shit, and I'm like, the fuck? Like, why is it only during election years that we seem to have these major disease issues? Like, it's only election years usually. Like, yeah, beforehand on non-election years we've had, like, swine flu issues, shit like that. But when it comes to really big issues where people are actually, you know, dying very quickly and the cases are rising really quickly, it's usually in election years, from what people are saying. And I kind of understand that, because here it is, the new decade, and what are we having to do? Because we have a large cases of a fucking disease that supposedly exists. We're stuck inside our houses. What year is it? 2020, an election year. Like, what? Like, I'm just confused. Like, I honestly feel like it's a damn conspiracy that the fucking disease exists. Like, I also think it's a conspiracy that, you know, alien... Like, I'm not saying they don't, okay? I do believe there's other life forms out there in the galaxy and shit. But, like, this fact that, like, supposedly there are aliens on Earth... Okay, if that's the case, how do you... Where's our cases of people randomly gone missing? Like, being abducted by aliens. Where are those? Because let's be honest, if aliens actually came to Earth, I think they would have abducted half the planet by now. To do fucking testing. Because literally, I do believe there are aliens that have come here, but I'm honestly guaranteeing they're just sitting in their ships, watching TV, watching us act fucking stupid. And be fucking stupid about all of this. And besides, okay, let's connect more random dots here. Let's start a conspiracy theory. Who's to say, because you want to know what's funny? The minute this COVID shit started, the government releases reports that there were aliens on Earth. That, you know, there were a fleet of UFOs and shit. So who's to say it was actually a man eating a bat who started this shit, and not aliens who fucking did this? Because no. Supposedly that shit happened years ago, but who's to say that they haven't just been sitting here, like, you know, invisible shits and shit? Because, you know, they'd have advanced technology, they can make their vehicles just invisible and shit like that. So it's like, who's to say they haven't just been sitting here the whole damn time and fucking with us? Henceforth, why people have these conspiracy theories that we're in a simulation, or the apocalypse is going to happen this year, and shit like that. Like, you know, you don't have proof of half of this. So it's like, you never actually know. But, you know, whatever happens, happens, honestly. I'm just gonna try and stay the fuck out of it. Because, you know, it'd be better for my own existence to not get involved in a lot of stupid shit. Because stupidity is how most people get themselves in danger. And it is just better not to be involved. So I think that's all really to cover. I don't know what else we could cover.
I feel like we're gonna make some people mad.
Probably are, but you know, these are our opinions, and like I said, if you can't handle it, don't be on my Twitch page. It's like really the whole point. So thank you for watching. Join the Discord if you want to join us next time, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.